What's up, YouTube? Mr. LaMessi here, and we have a new intro because I got a new computer and I don't know where the other intro is, so I don't know where this intro came from, but it's there. How about that? Today I want to talk about all of the changes from Diablo 2. So I built a new computer, and while I was porting everything over from my old computer to my new computer, and when I mean everything, I mean I guess like 1/10 of the stuff, and I missed some things and whatever. But while I was porting things over, I found a list of changes and adjustments and things that I wanted, and I figure, let's take a look. Let's see how many things actually happened and all this stuff. I think this was like after the alpha, maybe the beta, something like that. But before D2 actually launched is my guess. So yeah, I'm curious. I wanna pop in, take a look, and see all of it. So let's take a look and see where we're at. Fixes, adjustments. Get rid of chatbots. Also allow for blocking, reporting, etc. I do feel like it's improved. The blocking, reporting, all of that is much easier. It actually blocks them now. The biggest issue that we have, in my opinion, is that your block list gets full. And so then you can't like block another bot because you've blocked all the other bots. That seems like a pretty easy fix, right? I don't know. Maybe just me. Number 2, see character levels. You can see it on the hover. So maybe that was there before. Maybe it wasn't. But looks like that one is done. Number 3, proper channels, easy channel management. Chat is basically worthless right now. I think chat is still pretty worthless right now, unfortunately. I would say lobby is probably going to have the most issues of all the things, is my guess right here. Chat is just yeah, it's just rough. I don't know. Just the way the lobby is and the game, it's just not intuitive, and it just doesn't function very well. Number 4, fix the refresh button. Which, I guess technically the refresh button is fixed. But it's also not, because like it does refresh. So that is good. But at the same time, why am I seeing games that are like 3 hours old sometimes? And there's like new issues with it. But the refresh button technically does fix, though I don't like it having a 15-second cooldown on refresh. That's weird. Number 4, show all games, or at least let the list keep going as I scroll down. Sucks only seeing 20 games. This is still the same and worse now, because the first look of games is actually worse. So this is pretty bad. I think it's actually gotten worse than it was when I wrote this part, because I would have written in like games are 5 hours old. Though maybe I did down there. Auto refresh is bad right now. Remove it or have it stop making it remove my selected game. I think they did just remove it. I don't think chat auto or the games auto refresh anymore. So that's at least maybe nice, though I don't like, again, only being able to see 20 games or whatever it is and having a 15-second cooldown on the refresh games button. It just feels like if you have hundreds of thousands of people playing this game and there's thousands and thousands and thousands of games that are existing, The fact that I can only see 20 at a time and on a slow 15-second refresh, it just seems bad. Show friends logging in like an LOD, joining games, etc. Yeah, this is just not, I just don't think they've implemented any of that stuff. Add a search filter to the games. Also does not exist. And again, one of the things that, I think the lobby is going to get the most hate of all of these changes because the lobby's just terrible. And it's just so sad to me because you look over at like PD2 and their lobby is amazing. I don't even know if I can get PD2 to run on this machine right now, if I'm being honest. But you look at PD2 and it's amazing. They have like search filters and the autofill and the like more games, easier to refresh. Like they actually have a great lobby. And in the Blizzard AAA like $1 billion company, our lobby is absolute garbage. I'm going to try and see if I can get this running really fast. Diablo 2 PD2. Let's see if we can run it. It's probably going to fail. That's not the PD2 launcher. No, unhandled X. Okay, I'm just going to have to reinstall that. Okay. Oh boy. I've like botched it now. Hold on. Task manager. Diablo 2 not responding. Okay. All right, we'll just blow that up. What? Now it moved my game over to there. Weird. Okay. So yeah, that just was a whole awful thing that we did right there. Next one. Keep games in increment +1 on numbers for easy joining. They actually did this. So this one, kudos to them. We now get they didn't do the increment, but they keep the game that you join. So when you come back in, you actually get that, which is super nice. So I'll give them that. That is looking good. When I select a game, put it in game name. This is still not done. It doesn't go up to the game name, so I could click on split MF-23. It doesn't put it split MF-23, so I could be like, oh, 23 is full. Let me go to 24. Again, small things, but big things when you add them all together. Remove case sensitivity for passwords. That's not done. This is my personal preference. Longer descriptions. I don't believe we have longer descriptions. Looks like your description is that long. I feel like a little bit longer would be nice. Setting in players as separate is annoying. Please combine tabs. Again, this has not changed. Not being able to see players and settings on the same tab. Just a little bit annoying to me. Slightly longer games would be nice. A lot of this is just kind of some personal preference stuff. Time restriction is annoying. Hopefully new data will allow for removal of this. So this one's fixed, and this is actually a big one, right? Now you can create a game, and then the time limit between creating games is actually like 5 seconds or something. Fantastic. So this one is big and taken care of. Appreciate it. Get rid of old games. Nobody needs to see a 3-hour game about Bail Runs -13. Yeah, this is still kind of a problem. And again, just kind of the whole idea of what games are showing and stuff is a pretty big issue. Allow me to create a home channel. Is this possible? I'd like the ability, like an old Battle.net, where you can have your own channel bots, mod them, etc. I mean, again, I think if we go back to Legacy, like the chat was so much better. You had your friends list. You could see your friends joining and doing all that stuff. You could create a home channel. You could do all that stuff. OP Mr. Llama SC, exactly. You could have your bot with the trivia running and all sorts of good stuff, you know? So new chat really just saddens me. The good part about new chat is I can join off of friends, which is very cool. You know. So I did like that. Trade lobbies and such would be wonderful. PvP lobbies. Create a nice world for communication here so people can get together and then join games from there. Again, I mean, there's so much stuff that could be done with chat that would improve this game. I mean, so much. Like, it's frustrating to me, you know, because it's like I look at the game and it's beautiful. A lot of the stuff they've done is gorgeous, right? The way the game works, the stuff that they've added to the game, the changes they made in 2.4. Like, there's a lot of great things that they've done. And then you look at something like the lobby and it's so frustrating, and the chat is so frustrating, and oh, there's another bot, you know? Like, and I mean, bots are gonna bot, you know, but it's just like, there's just so many things that they could do there that I feel like could be add to the experience of the game so much, and I feel like they don't see it, you know. It's like, why am I having to have my separate Discord to get trade channels and get people together for bail runs and all of this stuff? Like, I literally have my whole community and my Discord and everything set up so people can do all the stuff that should just be able to already be done in the game. You know? Being able to join games as a group or party, that'd be super cool, but that's probably a later feature. Allow games to have a type that makes it easy to filter. All trade games go together, duel, etc. I think that would be sick. You could literally click a type of game if you wanted. So then you're looking for just trade games, just duel games, or whatever. Again, there's so many things that I'm like, ugh. Game difficulties switch being in little settings buttons is a bit weird. Having it be tabs or something would be better. I don't even know it existed for 2 months. So they did change that, I think, right? Because I think I was saying this wasn't like this. Or, oh, no, it's over here. Game difficulty. That's what it is. Yeah, so you can actually look at normal games, nightmare games, and hell games using this little clicky thing right here. But that just doesn't look like a... I don't know. Maybe that's just one that you get used to over time. And it looks like this is a better way to refresh the list than actually pushing the button. Which is also just a whole problem. Stop defaulting to join game when you created the last game. I believe they did fix this. So if I come here and I create like this, really? Then it goes back to create game so I can do like the next bail game. So they did improve some of those pieces. Okay, chat. Fix chat. Still doesn't work much of the time. I think that's still an issue. I feel like chat works more than it used to, but still not enough. You know? Like, it still gets bugged. It's still like, oh, I can't talk. I can't do this, you know? It is improved from where it was, though. So I'll give them that. Ban bots and allow us to easily mute, ban, report. Again, they've made it easy to mute, ban, report. The bigger problem is my block list, a block list fills up and then you can't block any more bots, which is annoying. Linked items are still super broken and show the wrong ones. I'm not actually sure if this is fixed. I want to say it's fixed most of the time. Like, I haven't noticed it being wrong. Every now and then it just doesn't show, though. Like, if it's like on the far right side of the chat or something, you just won't be able to like hover over it.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's like sometimes I can't click it, but it's not showing the wrong stuff, at least. So that seems to be slightly improved. I move these back really fast. So that's been improved. That's good. Chat still gets in the way when trying to teleport or click on something where chat exists. I believe that's still you can't click over there. But if people are just typing in chat, this was the issue. Yeah. So now I can at least click over there. If I have chat open, it's going to stop it. But at least I can click on that, because before you couldn't even click if anybody typed or anything right there, and that was really annoying. So that's been fixed as well. A lot of chat stuff fixed. That's good. Can't see chat while trading. Have to press enter, then it gets in the way. That's still true, and it is still annoying. Chat's behind the stash as well. Can't link items in chat from stash because of it. That's still annoying and true. Missing /FM and just friend stuff in general. That's still true. Profanity filter is a bit harsh. Okay, I can say hell now at least, so seems like that's improved slightly.
I remember once, I talked in chat and it showed the nickname of someone else and not mine. I love that kind of feature.
Yeah, let's see if we can type this. Nope, can't type a bastard sword. The NFT, Big Mike, and B. Let's see. Bring back exclamation for chatting. I do miss that. Overall chat was honestly a lot better in classic LOD. New chat tries to add some cool functionality, linked items, and the friend joining and stuff, but so many of the classic commands are lost, and new chat is very confusing, not intuitive at all. I like it. I still think that stands true. I still think old chat is better than new chat. And new chat just could use some more work. I still sometimes get it where I'll just get a bot, like I'll be in a private lobby and then I'll get like a chat from something else posting and overwriting chat. I definitely still have that happen sometimes. And remove the number of people I can block, ignore. It's full of bots and I cannot block anymore. There you go. All right, game functionality. Please make trades not cancel when someone leaves, joins the game. This was a very important one, and they did fix it. So now you can actually sit in a trade with somebody, and it doesn't cancel out every time somebody leaves or joins the game. That was the worst thing ever. Load times are back. I thought we fixed this in beta. Would love for load times to be like beta again. Yeah, so load times got worse after beta. Now there's the whole thing where we can literally unpack all of the files. I have a whole video on my YouTube about how to do this. And you can speed up your load times a lot, but it begs the question of why can't they just do that for us then? Like, just when I download the game, do whatever you need to do to get me the files so that I can then just have the lower load times. You know? Or even have it as an option I can click where it's like, do you want faster load times and 30 extra gigs or something, you know? Being able to die during load times isn't fun. This, I'd say, for the most part has been improved, especially when you've unpacked the files and all that stuff. Remove names from mercenaries who don't care and it just blocks up portals. I think they still have names that you can hover over, right? No. Okay, so they did remove... At least... Well, maybe they just removed my own. I think they fixed that, though. Depositing gold bug, where if you'd be maxing out. Yep, they fixed that. Cain still doesn't identify things in my cube. Why does Cain still not identify things in my cube? I mean... This one is... This one drives me insane. Because when I'm playing this game, and I have all my GCs and whatever stuff all in here. I mean, this is end game, right? You don't have inventory space. This is the end game of Diablo 2. Your inventory space is your cube. And yet I'll have like 3 jewels, 2 rings, and a pair of boots in my cube, and I can't have Cain identify it. So I have to literally just every single item. I mean, why does Cain still not identify it? Yes, they would. I do believe so, Warren. I think that was a way you could accidentally ID stuff. I don't know. That one drives me insane. That one drives me insane because you just want... I mean, it just makes it so much slower for everything. All right. Mercenary auras are busted and showing wrong when changing. This is fixed, I believe. Delay on identifying items sometimes. They just don't identify. This still happens. Usually it's just on lag. I think this still happens where you click identify and nothing happens, or there's just kind of too much lag and then it just doesn't like take the input. Still kind of annoying. Quest not taking you to the current act tab. That one still happens as well. So you like finish a quest. Yeah, it's definitely faster, but it's still...
Don't make us save him anymore. He better die in his cage now.
So, yeah. This is still an issue. Like, you go to do Duriel, and it keeps trying to do, like, the Summoner quest completed, and it keeps overwriting it. And so you're like, I just want to see what the symbol is for Tal Rasha. But it keeps jumping back to it. That one's annoying. Wrong names, no names in trade window. Does this still happen if it doesn't capture? I think this still does happen. Not as often, maybe. But I think this still happens sometimes where you get a blank trading with somebody because it is using their like account name but not their actual name. Yeah, it like, and then in the chat they have their BattleNet name and their number instead of their current character's name, and it still happens, still messy. Inventory disappearing when you go above 8 kilobyte in your stash. I don't actually know if this is happening still or not. 5 seconds sleep, my character is a bit long. I still agree with that. It is a little bit tedious for speedrunning purposes. Otherwise, I don't think anybody cares too much. Probably is helpful, honestly. Make no pickup, not turn off auto pickup gold. Let's go see. Where's my hotkeys? Why are they set to the F keys? Default custom. Alright, give me some gold, everybody. Where's all your gold? There we go. Okay, no, it didn't. So let me pick that up. I know you can't see. Okay, I'll just turn that down real quick. So before it disabled it, now it doesn't. So that's good. That is improved. Make shrines more distinct from a distance. This I don't think has been improved. I still think shrines are really hard to see from far away. Maybe they're slightly improved. It actually looks a little bit better. But still a little darker compared to like if we switch over. Oh, hold up. I have to change all the keys. Zoom. Legacy toggle. Apply. Like before they had more lighting behind them. So it's, you can see the skill shrine up there. That's all I'm trying to show. There are times where things completely lock up in game. For instance, I couldn't swap my weapon the other day until I rejoined. This happens when I go through a portal really fast, when I'm like clicking a lot, and then I accidentally like click the portal. My character will come down and get locked like right here, and I can't move at all. So I still notice that happening sometimes. Death Lords are ridiculously broken. They've improved this. Vipers are still brokenly strong. I believe they've improved this. Hydra damage against mercenaries is still too high. That still exists. Mana burn is still OP and bugged. They fixed this. Fire enchant and nightmare is broken. They fixed this. So a lot of good fixes right here. Wave 2 bugs still exist. This is actually still a thing, so the experience overlapping stuff still is a problem. Dot is broken. I think they're just going to keep it like this and just make the game harder. So I think this is all just going to stay the same, and they're just going to have the new ticking on stuff. Characters. Characters should default to your custom hotkey setup. You can do this now. More character slots, please. 20 characters isn't even close enough. I'm already maxed out. Please, Blizzard. Not changed. Be able to move characters around on screen rather than a straight up list of last played. I would love that. But also it's weird because on this new PC, it shoved all my like ladder characters down to the bottom, except this one. And I don't know. I'd love to be able to organize these characters or just have it be better than just this straight list like this. And sometimes it doesn't feel like it's always last played either. When I create a new character, why does it not go to the top? Sometimes to the very bottom, but other times it's like 1 or 2 above from the bottom. This might still be an issue. I don't know. I feel like this happens still. When you select a character, click lobby, then exit. It doesn't have the same character selected. Now it does, so they fixed that. That's good. More quality of life hotkeys could be nice. Move to cube without having to the cube open and such. I think that would still be nice. Telekinesis doesn't work like it used to. Can't TK many things. Can do it on portals from outside, etc. This is still true. Telekinesis is still weird in how it functions. At least the line of sight thing, they got rid of that again, but it's still very strange in how it functions. New feature I would like, hotkeys for items not disappearing when I die, rejoin, whatever. Please keep until I hotkey that as something else. I think this kind of works. Kind of. Broken offhand weapon glitch is very abusable. Needs to be fixed. I'm pretty sure they fixed that. Weapon swap glitch. Come back, please. Needed for PvP. I don't think that's coming back ever. Can't enchant in town anymore. Is this still true? Maybe that was always true. On mercenaries. I don't know. It was always true. Okay. Or is re-enabling over and over again gets tiring. I think they fixed this where it would just... Right. You can enchant in town? Okay, cool. Yeah. Changes I would like to see in the game. New stuff. General. 3 game modes overall. Classic LED Resurrected. Resurrected's where changes exist. Whatever. Stackable gems. Runes. Still would like to see it. More tabs. 2 shared, 2 individual. I think that would be really nice. Or just more tabs in general. Melee changes. Adjusting the level part of the calculation for chance to hit so it's not so brutal. Would still love to see it. Changes to how declone is spawned. They did change that. And it is better than the current setup. Maybe sell 1 SOJ equals he spawns only in that game. Still think that would be fine. Let me see item levels. Would still like it. Add a combat log. Would love to see that. Know how much damage something does. And what killed me. Allow online players to use /players, but only if they create a solo game online. Not joinable by anybody else. Just purely a solo game where they could set the player count for farming. I still think that would be cool. Especially if there was an SSF ladder or something. And add a timer for in-game. Because right now we just have the clock, but no timer. None of those exist, but something I'd like. Items. Remove grief. Everybody hates me. Make stabs viable again. I guess they made obsession a thing. But spirit is too strong. Buff stabs and additionally add more runeward. Unique or runeward shields with FCR. Resistances and such into the game. Overall FCR shield variety is very bad. Plus stabs are non-existent. I agree. More crafting would honestly be super fun. Playing Media Excel, crafting there was awesome. Having some sort of way to gold dump into crafting materials. Find more crafting materials. Make cooler things would be awesome. I do like that. More ways for physical damage characters leveling up to have better options. This could be through crafting, uniques, rune words, blah, blah, blah. Any physical character has such a difficult time, such as Frenzy Orb, Physical Boson, etc. I still think that's true. Allow for upgrading of set pieces in Cube with Recipe. Hey, nice. Create more use cases for Cham Zod. They did that. Make large charms interesting. It'd be nice. Allow me to pick up unit and any torches and Jeeds, just not identify while I have one already in my inventory. I still think that would be a nice change. Create more mercenary diversity. Add an Act 4 merc, allow for more options and item usage. Even just having a mercenary with salvation as an option could be interesting, so you could really have more decisions on auras, such that you only, instead of just wanting an Act 2. They did make more mercenary diversity, that is nice. Don't delete all of the gear off my old mercenary when I hire a new one. That would be nice. Allow me to give a target for my mercenary summons to attack. I could do it with ravens, and it was actually sick. And dismiss mercenary option would be nice. So then I don't have to buy them back again, right? I can just like dismiss them and then go get them back when I'm ready. Buff warmth at lower levels. This is sorceress. Hydra damage could be increased some. Hydras are now better. Maybe more like a Trapsin where you can set them and really let them go. Perfect. They did that. Thunderstorm could be improved. Not sure how, but something. Still could be improved. Vines need adjustment. Make them untargetable or tankier. Armageddon needs to drop 10 times as much. Pointless skill. Armageddon is now no longer pointless. They did great for that. Allow Summon Druid to summon everything at the same time. Nice. So 2 for 3 on the Druid. Whirlwind needs help. Still true. Add plus attack rating to shout. Still sounds good. Weapon mastery is adding flat damage potentially. Some way to help these characters out a bit until end game. Agreed. Change Blade Fury startup time so it doesn't take a whole second every time you want to fire. I think it still does, but blades are improved. And improved martial arts tree. Also improved. Fix fence so it isn't broken. Perfect. Fix dodge, avoid, evade, locking up. Also fixed. So both of these have been fixed. Amazon, good job. Create a way to spawn corpses that allow summons to move between games. Something to help out summoners. Also fix the summon disappearing bug. I think they fixed that. Right? I think so. Adjust teeth. Didn't help. Make leveling up curses more interesting instead of all just 1-point wonders. They made weaken have that one little thing now. Paladin adjusts smite in some capacity. Doesn't use crushing blow. Hit chance. Lower percent of crushing blow like ranged. I don't know. Just, I thought smite should be a little bit worse. Considering how strong it is. But they improved like foe and stuff. So there's some cool stuff they did with it. Alright. Freezing air. Okay. That's probably all we can do there. Amazon got skipped? No, Amazon was good. The rest of the stuff just talks about some of the changes that exist already in there. So, kind of away from the new things. Any new thoughts on the game since you've been dueling more? I mean, I'm enjoying the dueling. I'm having fun with it. So, Bozon's not... I mean, there's still plenty of changes. I feel like overall, when I look at that list, like a third of it probably did get adjusted, which is good. There's definitely been improvements since that time, which is nice. Biggest things for me still are like the simple things. Cain not identifying items in cube, you know, things like that. It's like there's some simple changes that would be big quality of life. There's some changes that they could make, such as more stash tabs or a currency tab, stacking of runes, gems, stuff like that could be really nice. And then the biggest one, the lobby and the chat. I just feel like the lobby and the chat just needs to be improved because it's such an important part of the game. Being able to find... Oh, yeah. Well, also more than 20 characters. I agree with that. But being able to find the game that you want, being able to... you know, like, just being able to find the games you want, filter for the games you want, find the people, all of this stuff. I mean, right now, every single thing, they shift us around, you know, and they're forcing us to go outside of the game, to go to another site, another Discord, another whatever, to try and find people that we can then trade with or get in a game with or do bail runs and stuff. And all of that should be right in here. I shouldn't have to keep going away. You know, it just needs to be reworked so badly. So, yeah. That's my thoughts, is like, for 2.5 coming around, you can come in and you can make more changes to skills. You can say, okay, now Whirlwind is this. It hits every other frame. And now this does this and all this stuff. But if you really want to improve the game right now, if the biggest thing that you can do to make this game amazing and bring more people back to it and more people playing it and everything is right in front of your face, it's this giant lobby right here. Fix this bad boy. Make it so... it's not a 15-second refresh, so I can filter for games, so I can see games that are newer than 3 hours ago, so I can do all of this stuff. Fix this, make it more social,
Never. We don't need to be fixed.
and it'll be way more fun. That's all I can say. I think this would be the biggest improvement that they could make, because these games are social games. That's why people keep coming back to Diablo 2 and playing it. I mean, it's a great game with a lot of great stuff, but it was a great social game where you could go on, meet people, add them to your friends list, trade with them, find, all that stuff. The more that you isolate a person, the worse it gets. So, anyways, that's all I gotta say about that. I thought it was interesting just coming across that whole notepad and seeing all the stuff. And I was just like, oh, these are all the changes I wanted back then. Let's see how much is done. So, plenty of good things done, but again, it's staring us in the face. What could be so greatly improved?
Now that you've been diving more into PvP, any PvP changes you would like to see in version 2.5? Had a lot of fun the other night. Tie again for duels.
Make Bone Spear pierce all the druid summons. I don't know. I'm sure there's some stuff they could fix with like the FHR stuff and some adjustments they could make here and there. But I think it was fun so far.
Bye YouTube. Watch Llama on Twitch.
Peace YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe.